Many veterans often face mistreatment, and sadly, this was no exception. When 5 teenagers noticed an elderly veteran peacefully having his meal, they began to harass him until he was moved to tears. What happened next was truly unexpected. Lou Zoff, a 74-year-old veteran, lived in Granite City, Illinois, with his wife Annette. One evening, they went out to enjoy a meal at Cracker Barrel, where Lou proudly wore his U.S. Navy Vietnam veteran cap. It was his way of honoring his service. As they entered the diner, the enticing smell of fried chicken and pancakes welcomed them. They settled into their favorite cozy table, enjoying the warm ambiance and soft chatter around them. Shortly after, 5 young men entered the restaurant, laughing loudly. They wore casual clothes, but Lou noticed something unsettling about them. The tallest had short brown hair and was the loudest, while another, with a shaved head and a tattoo of a fierce dog, appeared stronger. A quieter member adjusted his glasses, scanning the room, and another had a friendly demeanor, nudging the last one, who looked tired. Their raucous laughter disrupted the atmosphere, and Lou began to feel uneasy as they moved in his direction. He instinctively sensed danger, recalling his years in the Navy. Touching his wedding ring for comfort, he noticed the group seated a few tables away, their laughter now muted as they whispered among themselves. Lou felt their gaze on him, and, when their eyes met briefly, one young man's expression shifted nervously. Oblivious to the fact that the group had noticed his veteran cap, Lou and Annette ordered fried cod, anticipating a pleasant dinner. Just as they received their meals, one of the young men approached their table. Lou's initial annoyance turned to determination as he stood to meet him head-on. The young man with the dog tattoo loomed before him. Annette subtly urged Lou to remain calm, but he refused to back down, feeling compelled to stand his ground against the young man's confrontation. After all, he was a veteran, accustomed to facing challenges head-on. When Lou was the young man's age, he had just graduated high school in Granite City, where he first met his future wife, Annette. Their love was strong, but Lou needed to find his path. As the son of immigrant parents from Macedonia, he faced financial challenges that made college impossible. To support his family, he enlisted in the Navy, not just for a paycheck, but to serve his country. At 18, Lou eagerly joined the Navy, looking forward to adventure. As he set sail on his first tour, Annette waved goodbye from the dock. A unique quirk of his background meant Lou had no middle name, resulting in NMN, no middle name, appearing on his Navy documents. But his service came with a heavy toll. Long deployments strained his relationships, especially with Annette, who felt increasingly isolated as her family pressured her to consider other options closer to home. When Lou returned from one tour, he was shattered to discover that Annette was pregnant and marrying someone else. The combination of his long absences and family pressure had driven her to this painful choice. Heartbroken, Lou accepted her decision and turned his focus entirely to the Navy. For the next 14 years, from 1959 to 1963, he served on various ships during the Vietnam War, becoming a petty officer second class. He spent 2 years on the aircraft carrier USS Coral Sea, where he worked as a parachute rigger and plane captain, responsible for aircraft from pre-flight checks to their return. After trying several business ventures, Lou found his true purpose in service. He eventually married, had a son, and dedicated 32 years to law enforcement, becoming a detective for the SIU police in the 1970s and later working in court security for the U.S. Marshal Service. He retired in 1996, looking forward to his golden years. In 2009, tragedy struck when Lou's wife passed away after over 30 years of marriage. Heartbroken, he was making funeral arrangements when fate intervened. Across the room stood Annette, whom he hadn't seen in over 40 years. It was surreal to discover that she was there for the same reason, to arrange the funeral for her husband, who had also passed away that week. Annette, still grappling with the profound loss of her son from the previous year, found solace in her reunion with Lou. Their rekindled friendship blossomed into a love that defied the passage of time, and after decades apart, they chose to spend the rest of their lives together. On this special day, Lou and Annette were celebrating their anniversary with a quiet dinner. However, their peaceful evening was interrupted by a group of 5 boisterous teenagers. To Lou's surprise, one of the young men, a Marine, approached him with a genuine expression of gratitude for Lou's military service. The young man's gesture touched Lou deeply, and soon all 5 Marines stood before him, expressing their appreciation in a unified chorus. Lou was moved by their respect and admiration for his service, which was evident in their demeanor and words. The Marines on temporary duty in Missouri had witnessed Lou's military service and wanted to honor his sacrifice in a tangible way. In a heartwarming turn of events, the Marines paid for Lou's dinner as a token of their gratitude. Lou, touched by their generosity, insisted on paying. However, the Marines were adamant, their insistence rooted in their deep respect for Lou's service. Their determination to express their gratitude was unwavering, as they believed that Lou's commitment to the nation had come with great sacrifice, including enduring distance from loved ones and the trauma that only war can inflict. The Marines' gesture was a testament to the enduring power of gratitude and the profound impact that one person's service can have on others. Their actions served as a reminder that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit can find solace and connection through acts of kindness and appreciation. Lou, touched by the Marines' generosity, asked for their contact information. They eagerly provided their names and phone numbers, hoping to reciprocate his kindness in the future. The Marines were Kevin Morris, 18, Val Diaz, 21, Eric Morales, 18, and Victor Gomez, 19, all private first class. Unfortunately, Lou didn't get the name of the 5th Marine who had paid the bill. As Lou and Annette prepared to leave, the Marines orchestrated a final show of respect. They approached Lou's table, each extending a hand for a farewell handshake. As Lou shook hands with each Marine, he began to tear up. The Marines then embraced him individually, and Lou, overcome with emotion, couldn't hold back tears. The other patrons in the restaurant, witnessing this heartfelt display, fell silent. One Marine, in a gesture that brought back memories of Lou's service, gave him a sharp salute. The entire restaurant erupted into applause, recognizing the Marine's profound respect for the veteran. Lou, deeply moved, turned to his wife, who was equally touched. She urged him to sit down and catch his breath before they left. Annette was deeply moved by the scene, which showcased the military in a positive light. It reminded her of her son, a retired Air Force officer, and the people who had thanked him for his service. The Marines' actions demonstrated the enduring values of the military and their unwavering respect for veterans. Lou, unable to contain his emotions, contacted the local newspaper to share his story. He still teared up whenever he recounted the incident. Lou believed that these young Marines were exceptional representatives of their country, serving as perfect ambassadors for the Marine Corps and the nation. He later identified the 5th Marine as Private First Class Elijah Roldes. The newspaper reached out to the Marines for comment, and they expressed their belief that honoring Lou was simply the right thing to do. Private First Class Diaz, the oldest of the group, emphasized the importance of recognizing the sacrifices made by veterans like Lou. He stated, "Lou fought for us in the past, and now it was our turn. Honoring him was just part of our job." The Marines' actions at the restaurant left a lasting impression on Lou's life. The 74-year-old veteran was heartened to see the dedication to the country in younger generations, including those joining the VFW. Lou, the senior vice commander of Granite City VFW Post 1300, was proud to witness the continued commitment and service of veterans. The ranks of veterans were no longer confined to those who served in Vietnam. Now, they included young men who had fought in Afghanistan and Iraq, sharing the same camaraderie, dedication, and unwavering loyalty to their country. These new veterans were immensely proud of their service, just like Lou. Lou's story serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of honoring those who have served. Even a small gesture of appreciation can have a profound impact. Respect and gratitude are the bare minimum we can offer to the brave men and women who risk their lives to protect our freedoms. How can we best express our respect for these heroes who have sacrificed for their country? Let us share our thoughts and ideas together.